Good afternoon. Welcome to the 2018 Scribbler reception. My name is Mr. Schaefer, and I'm the advisor. And this is Kim Castillo. She is the editor. So the custom has been that we will announce the winners. We have 2 poetry winners this year. We have a photography award, and we have an essay award. So we're going to first call up the essay award winner, and that is Miss Jalissa Facey. And Jalissa wrote a paper for her psychology class, and we took an excerpt from that, and she's going to read that to you.
Adolescence is a transitional stage of physical and psychological development that generally occurs during the period from puberty to legal adulthood. As we begin to explore our teenager lives, we teenagers face a lot of problems, and our only way to cope with these problems is to vent it out on ourselves. Our world is faced with destruction, and humanity is no more. As our world evolves, our problems are expanded. Some of these unwanted problems that we as a teenager struggle to face today are our body image, bullying, eating disorder, self-esteem, peer pressure, and a lot more. As a teenager, it's my job to take a stand and point out what we teenagers have to face every day. Based on my experiences as a teenager, body image and bullying are the main problems teenagers face every day.
There you go. Congratulations. Our cover photographer is not here yet, so we're going to hold off on that. And our top poem went to Zaire Wells. And in Zaire's place, I will read for him. This poem is called, I Keep Everything to Myself. I keep everything to myself. I don't bother to ask anyone for help because I believe that I can handle it all myself. I know I need help, but I don't want to ask. All these things keep going on inside my head. I didn't hear a word that you just said. It's like I just rose up from the dead. I don't let them know how I feel. I don't want them to criticize me, because this is real. I don't let them know what I feel is the truth, so I'll just keep it to myself and hide it from you. Our runner-up poem, and I don't like to call it runner-up because her poem is just as good as Zaire's, is Miss Paige K. Conway with That Man. Congratulations.
It's called Sitting on the Couch, Looking Out the Window. Putting the book down, it's 9 p.m., and still seeing a glow and shadow of the clouds. The very faint and thin outline of gold from the now almost gone sun. The longest day has yet to come, yet depression has already hit hard. Tears have fallen too many times in the little hours school has been out for. That man hates right now, wanting to be alone. He isn't watching the sun slowly sink down into its grave. He isn't alone, but he can dream. Black is taking over the sky. The glow of the computer ruins the tranquility. The trees in the landscape make everything much more iconic. Power lines run through the everlasting photograph. Memories forever imprinted on this early summer day, imagining what he's doing, if he's okay, if he's breathing. It's called Sitting on the Couch, Looking out the Window with Tears in the Eyes. Putting the book down, it's 10 p.m., and no longer seeing a glow and shadow of the clouds. The very faint and thin outline of gold from the now gone sun. The longest day had yet to come, yet depression had already hit hard. Tears had fallen too many times in the little hours school had been out for. That man used to hate. He wanted to be alone. He never watched the sun slowly sink down into its grave. He was never alone, but he could dream. Black was taking over the sky. The glow of the computer ruined the tranquility. The trees in the landscape made everything much more iconic. Power lines ran through the once everlasting photograph. Memories forever imprinted on that early summer day. Imagining what he was doing, if he was okay, if he was breathing. If only that question had been asked to him. Would he be alive? Would he be breathing? If those questions were voiced, not typed, would he still be here? Did he help save lives? Would his family not have to suffer? Does that man deserve to be here? That man never looked out into the sunset. He never dreamed that he could save millions upon millions. That man only wanted to be alone. Finally, he got his wish.
Is Mandy here? Mandy Byen? Okay. We'll now have Mrs. Venezia come up and read her poem called My Wish.
I wrote this for my kids. If I had a wish, I would wish for more time, that all of my children were still only mine. I wish I could tuck them all snug in their beds, brush the hair from their eyes, and kiss their sweet heads. I wish I was back watching soccer, watching football and dance, packing their lunches, washing their jerseys, and washing their pants. It's funny, but when they are small, you wish for some time for yourself. Just a minute, that's all. But now that all of my minutes are free, I wish I could fill them with their laughter and their glee. But time goes so fast, and now they're all grown. Out of the nest, they have all flown. Thank goodness for memories that can still make me smile. At least in my heart, they'll stay young for a while.
Nathan Wilkinson? No? I didn't see Greg. Before I read the final poem for today, we'd like to present Mr. Roth with his copy of the Scribbler, so I'll call him up to the front. Thank you. I'd also like to thank everyone for coming today and all the patrons, all the issues that are over on the side each represent a patron who helped support the Scribbler this year. They gave anywhere between $5 and $40. They're mostly teachers and staff, but there's some other people there too as well. I'd like to thank Dr. Samuels for her continued support. She's been a faithful financial supporter of the Scribbler for the last 7 years. I'd also like to welcome Mr. Dormer as a new superintendent, and hopefully he will support us as well. I'd like to thank all the teachers and the faculty for helping out, try to solicit as much participation. I'd like to thank the young scholars for providing the food for today. I'd like to thank Mr. Schmalbach and Mrs. McKay for helping us with the venue. I'd like to thank my wife, of course, for putting up with me. And to all the people who submitted. We don't print everybody that submits. We can't print everybody. We try to print the best. But we're looking for more people. We're looking for more submissions of poems and short stories and essays, and we're looking for photographers and artists. And I'm proud to announce that next year we'll be working with the Arts Honor program to get more support with the arts, photography and arts, and we're also going to work with the young scholars to help promote the Scribbler for next year. So thank you very much for coming. Emerson Cedano is now here. He's one of our editors as well. And where's Kim? Where's Kim? Kim's behind the scenes. I'm going to miss both Emerson and Kim. They've been really loyal to me and putting up with a lot of scheduling problems and things like that. Please don't get that out of a bag. And they did a lot of work behind the scenes. The book that you'll see today that people will show you, it doesn't just magically appear. It comes from a lot of hard work and a lot of dedication, and they've been on the staff for, I guess, 3 or 4 years, and they've done a really good job. So I'm going to read my poem. It's called Shuttled. I'm going to put my glasses on for this one. I've lived a troubled life, full of hurt, full of strife. I've traveled here, I've traveled there, been kicked around this town, from hand to hand, fed mouth to mouth, and where to now? I do not know. No place in the city for me, no place in the country for me, fixed on my heritage because of some man with no place to go. Don't worry, Mr. Roth, I'm not leaving. It's totally fictional, okay? Totally fictional. Thank you very much for coming, and if you want to take a snack home or something to drink, feel free for it. And that's all I have for today. Thank you very much for coming.